Hello people, it's your boy Osman back again with another video. I think my next door neighbours are sat over there, but shout out to you guys. Anyways, just come back from football, thought I'd record a video in the garden because the weather is actually decent for a change. If you're new here, feel free to subscribe, drop a like. So there's quite a few things I need to talk about. First and foremost, I spoke about in my last video, Man United putting a bid for Maguire. I personally thought it was too much money. Nevertheless, it's been rejected. They've actually rejected it, which is absolutely unheard of. I can't believe they've rejected 70 million for Harry Maguire, but fair play to them. They want to keep him. Apparently they want 85 million, which I think is, do I really need to comment on that? It's just ridiculous, isn't it? Let's be honest. We could put 100 million down for Varane and Real Madrid might contemplate it, so let alone put 85 million down for Maguire slabhead. So that's that. I don't know what Man United are going to do, but just wanted to talk about Fernandes. I've mentioned him so many times already. I've said on numerous occasions I don't know where exactly he would play in a Man United system. You know, it's come to my attention from many people that have obviously watched the Portuguese league week in, week out, you know, all that good stuff, not that YouTube. Anyways, a lot of people have corrected me in the comments on Twitter. You can follow me on Twitter, Instagram, etc. It's exactly the same as my YouTube, so Usman Talks United on Twitter and Instagram if you want to follow me. I do follow back, don't worry. But yeah, a lot of people are correcting me saying that Fernandes can actually play in a deeper role, although he is a natural goal scorer, someone who is in a, you know, prefers playing in the cam basically. He can actually play in the right centre mid. So basically, if you were to play 4-3-3, he could play right centre mid. So after that's come to my attention, obviously I want him anyways because he has a goal threat. I've said on numerous occasions, come towards the end of the season, we haven't got enough goals in our team. Rashford to me hasn't really shown me that he's a 20 plus goal striker consistently. Obviously Jesse Lingard isn't firing. Martial for me personally has got a lot more to offer, but he was disappointing last season, so I'm not going to be too critical on him. I'm just going to put that down to just not being good enough. Just didn't have a good season. Hopefully he can bounce back. To be fair, that's the same for all three of them really, let's be honest. I personally think Lingard has obviously got more goals, and at least 10 for Lingard. Rashford 15 plus probably, hopefully anyways, and Martial has I suppose 15, but even then that's not enough goals to really be challenging. Of course it looks like we're going to get rid of Lukaku. There are rumours that we're going to get Pepe, but we'll discuss that shortly. First and foremost, the Fernandes stuff. Sky Sports first and foremost have finally confirmed that Manchester United have shown interest in Fernandes. We were already aware of that. There's so much rumours going on, so it was too much speculation for it not to be true. But however, there has been further sort of revelation, so to speak, that we are the front runners. Not only the front runners, but we are the main target basically. I think Simon Stone's come out, a couple of Sky Sports, Italia, I don't know why they're reporting it, but Demartio Romano's come out as well. Is it Dean Castles? No, you know man about Duncan Castles. Wherever I got Dean from, Duncan Castles. He's come out and said that his representative have come into London to discuss a potential move to the Premier League. Teams such as Spurs, Liverpool, but mostly Manchester United look like they're going to be the favourites to sign him. So obviously there's quite a lot of credible sources there, mentioning him with Man United, so that's a positive sign. 70 million is quoted. They say that they want more than 50 million for him. To be quite frankly honest with you, I've not seen enough for him to actually say how much he's worth, but from what I have seen, again, I'm not going to lie, it is on YouTube. A couple of international games here and there, but it's not enough to obviously have a concrete opinion on a player. But from what I have seen, and his stats don't lie, 28 goals, 14 assists in 48 games, he's going to be exactly what we need, in the sense of he's going to give us goals from middle of the park. To me, he kind of reminds me of like someone like a Ramsey, but a better quality Ramsey, someone who makes that third man run into the box, late run into the box, is going to get you goals. And to be fair, it will take a lot of pressure off Pogba. So what I'm trying to say is, I am more than happy if we get Fernandes. I think it would be a fantastic signing. It does look likely that it's going to happen, hopefully prior to when we go on tour. Nevertheless, you don't know what can happen. Anything can change in a moment. Obviously, I'm not going to sit here and say it's guaranteed to happen, but if I was to rate it out of 10, it looks like a strong 7, to be honest with you, based on what the rumours are saying. Obviously there's credible people such as Duncan Castle, Sky Sports are now reporting it as well, so there's a lot of credibility to these rumours as well, and speculation. It's just a matter of Man United just getting it done basically as quick as possible. You know how long this took with Wan-Bissaka. I suppose that was because he was away on international duty. There's no excuses now. He's not on international duty. Fernandes, of course, he's not on international duty. He's back from international duty, so this needs to be done before other teams step in. So For me personally, I think our main competitor for this is Liverpool. I can't see Spurs going for him. Of course, they've just signed Dembele, which is somebody you guys know I wanted him on my United, so I'm not gonna disregard that unbelievable signing. But I just don't think they've got the funds. Unless they sell Eriksen for 100+ million, then they could get both. If they got Dembele and Fernandes, which is what I wanted, oh my dear God. Oh my God, unbelievable. Honestly, God, that would be sensational on their part. But yeah, so that's the news on Fernandes. It looks like it's more likely that he'll be a Man United player. Nevertheless, like I said, it's still a strong 7, so it's probably touching an 8 out of 10. But again, like I said, there's still that 2 out of 10, so to speak, that is not guaranteed. So I would say it's about 80% likely to happen. But anyways, I'm going in circles now. So moving on from Fernandes, hopefully that happens in the next week or so. Tielemans is another person that's been massively linked. His agent has come out basically saying, we're waiting for Man United pretty much. Pretty straightforward, really. His agent said that we're looking, obviously, to move Tielemans on. He knows exactly what he wants. He also knows that Manchester United are interested in him. Solskjaer is interested in him. But at the same time, like I said earlier, it depends on the Pogba situation. Is Pogba leaving? I don't think Pogba is going to get sold. I think Pogba wants to leave, of course, but I don't think we'll sell him, which is fair enough. Obviously, if Solskjaer doesn't want to sell him, he doesn't have to because he's still contracted to us, so that's fair play. I don't think anyone can afford him, to be honest. So it looks like we won't get Tielemans. For me personally, obviously Longstaff, I've not actually mentioned him on my channel at all. I know a lot of people will, of course, heard about the Longstaff rumour. I've not spoken about it once because, to be honest, I don't really have an opinion on it. Again, similar to the Fernandes situation, I've not seen enough of him. I'm not going to disregard somebody who's a young player, because obviously anything can happen. His ability, Carrick, Fletcher, when those players sign, they don't have the sort of, this sort of glamorous name, because obviously the English, a Longstaff, his name just sounds terrible. If he was like Longdini or something like that, people would be like, oh, who's this wonder kid? It's his name, obviously, that's putting people off. Let's be honest with you, it's just what it is with the English players, that misconception. But to be fair, from what I've seen, he does look a massive talent. I'm not going to lie, but I don't want Longstaff to be one of the midfielders that we sign, as in like, just say we sign 2 midfielders and Longstaff is one of the 2. I just don't think that's good enough. We need a proper bad boy DM. So for me personally, I would go for Ndidi. Mentioned it so many times. I wanted Dembele, but it wasn't meant to be. It's just a no-brainer. Ndidi and Fernandes, midfield is actually sorted. Ndidi, Fernandes, Pogba, that's a good midfield. He's a very good CDM. Regarding Tielemans, just coming back onto that, yes, there are strong rumours linking him to Man United. Also, it looks like Leicester, of course, are interested in him. So again, if we are in for Tielemans, we need to be very quick and swift on that, because we have got competition like the Fernandes one. My only concern is, how long are we going to take to get these deals over the line? That is my only concern, because the longer we take on Fernandes, the more interest other clubs are going to come in, the more for chance other clubs are going to come in. Of course, that's just a no-brainer, man. Just got to be as quick as possible. And same with Tielemans. If we want him, we need to snap him up ASAP, because there's very heavy rumours that Leicester are also interested. But of course, he was there last season, and they're looking at a figure for 40 million, which of someone of his quality is a pretty good, it's a pretty good signing, to be quite frank. So we consider we played 50 for Fred. It just depends on what Ollie's plans are. I don't think Tielemans is realistic, because of course we've still got Fred, we've still got Pereira, neither of which look like are leaving. So I don't really know where Tielemans will fit in, based on the fact that they still at the club, if that makes sense. I just think Ollie is going to probably give them a chance. Therefore, he won't get Tielemans, because of course he plays in the same position of Fred and Pereira. So that would be too many players. That would be 3 players fighting for one spot. The Fernandes one, again, just to summarise, that one would make perfect sense. Again, just get it done, Ed, please. We need some players. And the centre-back situation with Maguire, we got to go. For me personally, we got to look elsewhere. That's too much money, man, for Maguire. I'm not going to lie, 85 million is just an absolute piss take. Go for Ruben Diaz. Skriniar for Lukaku. Can't we somehow negotiate that? They want Lukaku. Can we not go for Skriniar? I don't know. Anyways, that has been your roundup. I know I've not been posting as much, but I did post yesterday, so feel free to check that video out. A bit of insight on Maguire's situation. But yeah, feel free to drop a like if you're new here. Feel free to subscribe. All that good stuff. It's been your boy, man. Go on United. Go on.